Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing a review on the Caramel Sundays 2-wick 100% soy candle in the scent Blueberry Pancakes. The retail price of this candle is $31.99 and that price does include shipping. The fragrance story online reads, Blueberry pancakes are a Sunday morning delicacy in our home. The smell of hot blueberries, sugar, vanilla, and the sweet pancake batter is heavenly, and now you can smell it every day. Fragrance notes, top, blueberry, peach, orange zest, middle, cinnamon, almond, coconut, bottom, condensed milk, sugar, vanilla musk. I do want to make a note that this is in their 22-ounce format. However, online it specifies that the actual fill weight is 17.8 ounces. Caramel Sundays is based out of Georgia, and they do make a note that their candles have essential and synthetic oils, which are phthalate-free. But okay, let's go on to the packaging. I always like the simplicity and how cute the Caramel Sundays candles look. They always have a clear container and they have very pretty cursive writing and normally a small little picture that goes along with the scent. This one has blueberry pancakes in cursive black writing, or at least the pancake part, and then it has a little stack with blueberries on top. However, if you don't like that, it's, I believe, a sticker, so you are able to peel it off. I personally don't mind, and it does also fit 3 wick candle holders that fit Bath & Body Works and Goose Creek, and I'm sure Yankee Candle. But okay, let's talk about the fragrance itself. When I read it online, I was a bit worried about the added peach and orange zest note, but more importantly, when I saw cinnamon, I thought, oh no, is it going to be too spicy, as well as the coconut note. So on cold, the main note that I got was definitely the blueberries, and I feel like that just vanilla milk sugar combo. And sometimes I notice that coconut is listed, and it's not really a tropical coconut in this case, but it's just there to add a little bit of like creaminess to whatever fragrance it's listed in. So in this one, I couldn't pinpoint the coconut note, so I was really happy. And the cinnamon note was very lightly present. I feel like if I didn't know it was listed, I probably wouldn't be able to pick it up. So on cold, the main notes that I got were basically just the top notes, the blueberry and especially the peach orange zest combo, but it definitely wasn't overwhelming that I would still say that this is a predominant blueberry fragrance. However, it did smell very different to a beloved Bath & Body Works candle that I really like called Blueberry Maple Pancakes. So it's definitely a lighter, fluffier take on blueberry pancakes. So while some pancake candles, I feel like they're very dense, heavy, and then after you, like, let's say this candle was an actual pancake, you'd feel very, oh my gosh, I just had a turkey, or you would feel very stuffed. These are much lighter pancakes that you would feel like you can have 2 or 3 and then continue on your day. So I think that is because of the added brightness of the peach and the orange zest. It just livens it up. And then another thing that I want to say is that this reminded me a bit of the people, like my dad, for example, they don't use maple syrup or corn syrup or whatever syrup on their pancakes, but instead they put condensed milk. And this reminds me of pancakes that have a bunch of condensed milk over them, almost like of a blueberries and cream or like a blueberries and yogurt type mix. So let's talk about the strength on cold. I would definitely give this candle a solid medium. I think it's the strongest Caramel Sundays candle that I've burned so far. Granted, I haven't burned many from the brand. And I would say while burning, it's slightly different. So I would give it more of a range between a 5 to a 7 out of 10. So I do want to make a note that when I first burned this candle, it was a bit stronger, closer to the 6.5 range. But then it kind of decreased a bit. Now that I'm around the halfway mark, I feel like it's starting to pick up a bit, but I feel like that has to do with the nature of soy wax. I feel like sometimes the scent isn't, I don't know if it would be correct to say evenly dispersed, but I feel like the strength and throw can really vary from burn to burn. So I just want to make that note. But at the strongest, it would be a 7 out of 10. Projection, I feel like it's a bit greater. I would give it a solid medium, 8 out of 10. It fills up my medium-sized bedroom. That would technically be considered a master bedroom. It's at the end of the hallway. And the scent was able to travel past this closed concept room. So I'm really happy when candles are able to really throw and just project. So they go from my bedroom to the hallway and try to make it into the kitchen living room open concept area. And I felt like even when it was at a lower strength, so like a 5 out of 10, I felt like it was still throwing the scent pretty well. So I haven't gone and put this candle in my open living room kitchen combo area, but I feel like this would be noticeable. It wouldn't be overwhelming. I still wouldn't place it there, but I feel like it would have a higher chance of being noticed and detected than my other caramel sundaes candles that I have burned before. All right, so here's an overhead view of my candle. I'm about halfway done with it and I haven't had any issues. If you can see, my wax pool is clear of any debris and I'm not having any puny wicks, thankfully. Cross my fingers, that continues to be the case. I do want to make a note that caramel sundaes wicks do tend to form mushroom tops and curl. So at around the 2-hour mark is when I extinguish it if I have like a very big mushroom top, but you can always extinguish the flame, trim it, and then relight it. However, I like to give my candles a chance to fully solidify and then relight. I would say the first 1 or 2 burns, it took about an hour for it to fully pull out. But then now that I'm closer to the bottom, it takes about 45 minutes for it to pull. And I would say I can smell it after 15 to 20 minutes, which is really good, especially given that this is a soy candle. Sometimes you need to have this burning for a lot longer. But in this particular candle, I feel like the only difference that I notice if I have it burning for a longer period of time is that I feel like more of the middle and base notes come out, surprisingly. With this caramel sundae blueberry pancakes candle, I feel like the scent has transformed a bit the longer that I've burned it and the closer I am to finishing this. And I don't think it's necessarily for me or scent that I would repurchase. While I feel like the performance was pretty good, I feel like the blueberry note that I got on cold is still present, but I feel like it's less prominent. I think I'm detecting more of that peach orange combo, surprisingly. Thankfully, the cinnamon note hasn't gone any stronger, but the notes that have really shined, especially the longer that I burn it for, is one, the condensed milk, the vanilla, and I feel like it is the coconut because there's something in here that I don't quite love, and I feel like it might just be that coconut scent. It still doesn't lean tropical, but it might be like a coconut milk fragrance note. So instead of this being blueberry pancakes, I feel like it right now smells more like blueberries, a little bit of fruit, and cream. So like blueberries and cream. Versus if I were to compare this to one of my all-time favorite candles from Bath & Body Works, it is blueberry maple pancakes. And while the scent notes are a bit different, and obviously the caramel sundaes blueberry pancakes candle doesn't have any maple notes, I feel like I like the Bath & Body Works candle a bit more. To compare it to the Bath & Body Works candle, the fragrance notes list wild blueberries, griddle fresh pancakes, warm maple syrup. So even with the Bath & Body Works blueberry maple pancakes candle, I feel like the pancake note doesn't take center stage. The main note that I get is this very in-your-face blueberry note. It does lean a bit artificial, as well as the maple syrup in here. I could see how some people might find this headache-inducing or cloying, but I feel like it's a scent that I still prefer over the caramel sundaes one, and I know they haven't brought back the Bath & Body Works one, so I kind of purchased the caramel sundaes thinking it could be a substitute, but they are very different. I think the caramel sundaes leans a little bit more into that very light pancake note as well, but the emphasis, in my opinion, is the condensed milk and like the creamy aspect of it versus the Bath & Body Works one. I feel like it's a predominant blueberry plus maple syrup candle. So in case you're considering it and you have experience with the Bath & Body Works one, I feel like these two aren't similar at all. So if you were to ask me would I recommend this candle, I would definitely say yes, because out of the very few caramel sundaes candles that I purchased and burned, this is the one that's giving me the best strength and throw. And I also haven't had any real burn issues. My wax pool is clear. It's not discolored. I don't have any sooting. I don't have any scorch marks. Let's see, I don't have any wax fallout. And yeah, so overall, it's going pretty well. However, if you were to ask me, would I repurchase this candle? I would say, unfortunately, no. And I believe that's just because of the fragrance itself. I wanted a heavier emphasis on the carb aspect of the pancakes, and I wanted like a very dominant blueberry note, but instead I'm getting more of like a slightly less in your face blueberry note mixed in with a bunch of condensed milk. So more of like a blueberries and cream, but it doesn't lean sour, at least to me. Well, maybe it's a little bit too bright, probably because of the added peach and orange zest notes. However, if I want to smell blueberries, I feel like I want more of a deeper blueberry blackberry mix, or maybe even like blueberries that have been caramelized or made into like marmalade or something. But yeah, that has been my experience with this Caramel Sundays 2-wick 100% soy candle in the scent Blueberry Pancakes. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.